They say AI is taking over the world, that robots will replace us, that the jobs we do today might not even exist tomorrow. Everywhere you look, you hear the same warning: adapt or disappear. But here's the truth most people forget. AI can replace tasks, not people. It can mimic efficiency, not empathy. It can copy logic, but not emotion. It can process data, but it doesn't understand the story behind that data. The world is changing, yes, but it's not the end of opportunity. It's just the end of doing things mindlessly. Because the future doesn't belong to those who know the most. It belongs to those who can learn, adapt, and connect the fastest. Degrees might open doors, but what keeps you inside those doors are your skills, the kind that machines can't replicate. There are 3 of them, 3 timeless abilities that make you valuable in any industry, in any era, in any situation. Master these 3, and you'll never have to worry about being replaced. The first skill is communication. Not just talking, real communication. The kind that makes people feel heard, understood, and inspired. You see, anyone can talk, but very few can truly connect. Communication is not about using fancy words or sounding smart. It's about understanding what the other person needs to hear and saying it in a way that reaches their heart, not just their ears. Think about every great leader, every successful business person, every person who inspires you. What do they all have in common? They know how to communicate. They can turn complex ideas into simple truths. They can convince, motivate, and build trust. You can be the smartest person in the room, but if you can't explain your value, no one will ever see it. You can have the best idea, but if you can't make people believe in it, it dies with you. Communication is the invisible skill that drives everything. It's how you sell ideas, build relationships, and open doors that knowledge alone can't. AI can write, it can speak, it can even sound human, but it doesn't feel. It doesn't notice the silence in a conversation or sense the emotion behind a trembling voice. You can. That's your edge. When you learn to communicate, you don't just get better at work, you get better at life. Because people don't remember what you say, they remember how you make them feel. And the ability to make someone feel understood will never go out of style. The second skill that keeps you valuable forever is problem solving. Life, work, business, they're all just a series of problems waiting to be solved. The people who thrive are not the ones who avoid problems, but the ones who can face them calmly and find a way through. Anyone can follow instructions, anyone can perform a routine. But when things break down, when a project collapses, when a client changes everything last minute, when uncertainty hits, most people freeze. The ones who rise are the ones who think, okay, what can we do now? Problem solvers are not people who have all the answers. They're people who don't give up until they find one. They can adapt, improvise, and stay composed when everyone else panics. That's what makes them invaluable. Every company needs people who can fix what's broken. Every team needs someone who can stay calm when things go wrong. Every leader started as someone who simply refused to say, I don't know what to do. Because the truth is, the moment you take responsibility for solving problems, you become the kind of person everyone wants on their team. AI can find patterns and solutions, but it can't understand context. It doesn't know what people feel, what motivates them, or how a decision will affect human beings. It gives answers without judgment. You, on the other hand, can sense what's right for the moment. You can balance data with empathy, reason with intuition, and that's what makes problem solvers irreplaceable. When you walk into chaos and bring clarity, you become a leader. When you face challenges without fear, you earn respect. When you solve problems others avoid, you create your own security. Because people don't fire problem solvers, they depend on them. The third skill, and perhaps the most important one, is learning fast. The ability to learn quickly is what separates the ones who survive change from the ones who get crushed by it. The world is evolving faster than ever. Technology shifts, industries transform, new skills are required every single year. What you learned 5 years ago might already be outdated today. That's why learning how to learn is the ultimate power. Fast learners don't panic when things change. They adapt. They don't cling to what they already know. They chase what they don't. They understand that in a world of constant evolution, being comfortable is the most dangerous thing you can be. So how do you learn fast? First, ask the right people. Don't waste months guessing when you can learn in a day from someone who's already been there. Second, apply immediately. The faster you use what you learn, the faster it becomes part of you. And third, reflect. Every mistake is a teacher if you take the time to listen. If you can learn quickly, you become unstoppable. You'll never fear losing a job because you'll know you can always create a new path. You'll never fear being outdated because you'll always be upgrading yourself. You'll never be stuck because you'll always be growing. In a world that's obsessed with specialization, remember this: adaptability is the new superpower. The more flexible you are, the more valuable you become. While others complain that things are changing too fast, you'll be the one leading the change. Communication, problem solving, learning fast. 3 simple skills, but they're worth more than any degree, any title, any line on a resume. They are the foundation of success in every era, in every industry, for every human being who wants to matter. Degrees can get you into a room, but these skills will keep you there. Titles can make people notice you, but these skills will make them remember you. Tools, trends, and technologies will come and go, but your ability to think, connect, and grow will always have value. So stop fearing that I will take your job. It might take some jobs, yes, but it can never take your humanity. It can never take your empathy, your creativity, your courage, or your ability to connect with another human being. Don't spend your energy trying to compete with machines. Spend it becoming more human, because that's where your power lies. That's what makes you irreplaceable. The world doesn't need perfect people. It needs people who can communicate truth, solve problems with heart, and keep learning no matter what. If you focus on those 3 things, communication, problem solving, and learning fast, you'll never run out of opportunities. You'll never be unemployable. The world might change, jobs might evolve, AI might rise, but as long as you keep growing, as long as you keep thinking, feeling, and connecting, there will always be a place for you. Because no matter how smart machines get, they'll never have your heart. And in the end, that's what the world will always need most.